Hello class, I hope everyone's having a great day when they start watching this video. Today I just wanted to explain a little bit about this Rube Goldberg machine idea or project that we're going to be doing. So if we look at day 2, and this is what it'll look like, we are going to look through this Rube Goldberg machine document, and I have a couple of videos and examples for you guys to look at, and then even a brainstorm idea that I want you to turn in. But let's look at our document. This is going to be where all the information that you're going to need to complete this project is going to be here. So the main purpose of this is just to be creative and to help us learn about our simple machines and our compound machines in a new way. And so the idea of these Rube Goldberg machines are to do a simple task in a kind of fun chain reaction kind of way. So you could do something like popping a balloon, filling a glass of water, turning on or off the lights, blowing out a candle, or even shutting a door in all these multiple steps. So what I'm asking you guys to do is use at least 3 simple machines. Our simple machines are either a lever, an inclined plane, a screw, a wedge, a wheel and axle, or a pulley. And I want you to have at least 5 different steps in your machine to complete whichever task. Maybe one of these or something you come up with yourself to do. So I'll be providing some worksheets to help you kind of brainstorm. I'll show you our brainstorming one that we will be doing. And we'll also look through the rubric, which is on here. For our online students, I want you guys will have to do this separate just because I can't ask you guys to get together. I don't know how far away you live from one another and different things. But I am asking for you guys to take pictures of your machines or send a video of it working would be even better, just to show me what you have done. I'm really excited to see what you come up with, and I'm looking forward to that. So this schedule is not super relevant for online either. That's for in-class. But the rubric I'll be using for both of them is this one right here. So it's going to be worth 12 points in our gradebook. The idea here is for our simple machines, if we clearly use at least 3 simple machines, you'll get all 4 points. If you only use 2 simple machines, you'll get 3 points. If you only use 1, 2 points. If you don't use any, I'll still give you 1 point. So our steps then, I asked you guys to do 5 steps. If you do only 3 to 4 steps, you get 3 points. 1 to 2, you get 2 points. If you don't have any true unique steps, really if you don't do your project, you still get 1 point. And then I am going to grade, also part of it is if it gets accomplished all at the same time. So a lot of the times we'll be running these machines and we'll start it and then it'll get stopped somewhere and we'll have a mistake and we'll have to start it again. Maybe we have a bunch of dominoes and the dominoes don't fall quite right. So if we run it and it works perfectly, no mistakes, I'll give you 4 points. If it has a couple mistakes, like we have to restart it a couple times, 3 points. If we have to restart it 3 or 4 times, 2 points, and then 1 point is if we didn't even really do the task we wanted it to. So if we were trying to close the door and we ended up not even closing the door. So that's just kind of the rubric. The way we get around or make sure these tasks or make sure we don't have mistakes is just practice. So it's going to take a little bit more time to practice, set up your dominoes, make sure they're nice and perfect, or set up everything in testing and making sure it's going to work every time you do it. So that is just our basic document. Our other one is our online brainstorm, which I'm going to have you guys fill out. I think this is an important thing to do. It asks us what task we're trying to complete. Are you trying to pop a balloon? Are you trying to use, trying to close a door, whatever your thing may be. What kind of simple machines are you going to use in your design? So write down the 3 ones that you're going to try to use because it helps us when we are brainstorming and thinking. Then I want you guys to think about what materials you might need, and then even think or draw up a rough sketch of what this system or machine might look like. This does not have to be detailed. I said rough, but in like maybe one part we're going to have dominoes, and we could even just draw like a box and then write dominoes, and that's going to be, we're going to go from dominoes to a ball rolling, and we can just like draw one circle and say ball rolling down an inclined plane. You know, draw a line for your inclined plane. I want this to be very, very rough, but I want you to label it just so that you can think through the system as a whole, how the whole thing is going to work together, and make sure that we get our 3 simple machines and at least our 5 different steps. So I hope that makes sense. One thing I'm going to touch on, just again to make sure I'm being extra clear, is what I mean by unique steps. So what this means is, for example, we're going to have a machine. Maybe it starts by going through dominoes. Our dominoes would be one step. And then the last domino maybe hits a ball. So then that ball rolling down an inclined plane is our second step. So I want 5 different things like that. And again, I think the best way to do this is to help look at some of these. These are some good examples of about the size maybe, or about how big or complicated they should be. We'll be looking at some on during our Zoom call as well that are really fun, that are overly complicated, but can give you some fun ideas or examples. So I really want you guys to have fun with this project. I really want you guys to be creative, and it's kind of a fun way to use science to do something fun. So we will have lots of questions on our Zoom calls, or time to answer questions. So if you have anything, please let me know.